Hello again YouTube, and welcome back to another video, or more importantly welcome back to another Matthews modelling. Right, got something a little bit different for you here today. So this is by no means a recent project or a new project. In fact, this is one of the oldest projects that I've probably got actually. That keeps making its way being rotated around the display shelves and things. But what we're looking at here is a Lima Class 33. So the backstory behind this is probably the first loco I remember ever getting as a gift as a child. Now, back in the day in town, there used to be a newsagents that went by the name of Milburn's, and Milburn's newsagents, opposite the bus station in town, also sold model railway stock. And in one of his shop windows, he would forever have new and updated stock, second-hand, in the window. And when we'd been down to the Worth Valley, Keighley Station, watching trains on the way home, we'd walk past Milburn's and always inevitably stop and have a look in this window. And on one particular day, they had a Lima Class 33 in network southeast livery, and the livery caught my eye. It was a big diesel, and I thought, ooh, very nice. So I made inquiries to the parents, and yeah, I got it for Christmas or birthday, one of the occasions, with a couple of network southeast coaches. And then obviously had it throughout my childhood, and then stored away for many years until I became an adult and model railways became back a thing. Now when it did become a thing, an old Lima diesel, didn't want to run anymore after all those years. I could get it going. It was always rope, it was always leggy. But if I'm being totally honest, I kind of fell out of love with it, and I do regret it. I wish I hadn't. Getting rid of the network southeast livery has always been a regret for me, but I will get another network southeast Class 33 diesel at some point. But this one, yeah, it laid the path to being my first project, when I got back into model railways. And I actually gave this an all over BR blue paint job with yellow ends, and I detailed one end of it. It lasted like that a little while, and then as the years went by, again I got better with my projects and my painting. I mean, this was brush painted BR blue with yellow ends, and I got into my spraying and things. This just didn't, it didn't cut it anymore. So I thought, let's turn it into a full-on restoration job, like you'd see coming out of a depot or something like that. So it went all over primered like matte black, but we left a lot of areas as were the previous paint job, but then also added things to it, to add to the overhaul restoration job. So as you can see, if we'll go top down. So we've gone all over black primer on the roof. So we've still got the red fan. We've kept a blue roof panel from the previous BR blue job and just weathered it a bit, and then we've rusted up another panel. Obviously some letter in there that it's a panel that needs replacing. So that was the roof. Now the one thing I do like, and probably is a good thing that I brush painted before, is that we do have some rough texture to the paint job, and I want that. It's a loco that's about to be rubbed down because paint's blistering and cracking, and it does add to the look. Front end, so this was the detail end. So this was my first ever go at detailing a loco. We replaced with all your buffers, added ploughs, and then all the white metal piping. So that's all white metal, and I absolutely loved it at the time when I did it. We kept this end black. We added sold onto the front, and then as you can see, there's some little patches of red oxide and primer where we've had some paneling filled. Again, going back to my old paint job, so not knowing about removing transfers and thing, you can just see the old BR arrows there on the cab side. If we just give it a rotate, so down the side of it, There's purposefully some black patches. If I move it up and down, you can kind of see where there's some black patches. This is just where, you know, previous ownership's been blacked out and new ownership's been added. So common barn was put on the side, do not move, etc. And again, you can just see the rough paintwork down the side there. We have a BR blue door, again from the original paint job, and you can see there again some more arrows on the cab side. Now we're coming around to the yellow end, and as you can see, look, I didn't know how to mask and things back in the day, so that is a bit of a rough edge there. Rotate it round. So this end, so this is one of the yellow ends that I added to the old BR blue body. Like I say, a bit of rough around the edges, but I like the nostalgia. Again, all the old buffers and wipers added at this end, and just some red lights and a transfer there just to add to it. And then again, if we look down this side, so we've got the same thing, do not move, and that is the original number that it carried when I first got this model, so I thought it'd be nice to keep that on there. Again, BR blue cab door and some more filled in primered parts. So an original project by me, twofold, you know, it's second disguise, but very much nostalgic as well. And like I say, it's never really one that's ever made its way into a storage box. It's always been out on, you know, display shelves somewhere or another. And if you have just watched my last update video, it also featured inside the exhibition shed during its overhaul. So yeah, one to show you, an old Lima class 33. Stay tuned for more Matthew's modelling. I do need to crack on with stuff. I think once the update videos are finished on the layout and I've got that done, we can get back to the, you know, the modelling videos and things like that. And we'll see what we can get out for you next. But yeah, so for today, a very old Lima 33 from my childhood, and hopefully you think like a different appearance to what you see some models. But as always, drop your comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.